excuse me there. Resident Evil report sheds light on release date of next game, which would be Resident Evil 9. So I'm going to go ahead and read the article here, and we're going to get ready to have some news drop. Following Resident Evil 4 remake, many Resident Evil fans are wondering what's next for turning their eyes to not just more remakes, eyeing up Resident Evil Code Veronica and Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil Code Veronica definitely needs a remake, I'm telling you right now. But also to Resident Evil 9 or whatever the next mainline installment in the series ends up being called. Unfortunately, fans of the survival horror Capcom series won't be seeing what's next year, or at least they won't be playing what's next in 2024. According to Desk Global, a well-known source when it comes to Capcom, the Japanese game, the Japanese games maker has a big game that will be announced before the end of the year and released in 2024, but it's not a new Resident Evil game. Adding to this, the insider claims there also won't be any remakes releasing next year. In other words, it is going to be quite a year for Resident Evil fans. As alluded to, to this doesn't meant something won't be revealed for Resident Evil in 2024. It just means nothing will be released, or at least nothing of supreme consequences. That said, take this information with a grain of salt. As well, the source has proven reliable in the past. They have also been off the mark in the past as well, raising questions about future information from the individual. Whatever the case, if Resident Evil doesn't rear its head in 2024, that probably just means it will do so in a major way in 2025. Wouldn't it be neat if they end up making a remake to Dino Crisis? That would definitely be cool. At the moment of publishing, this new report has not drawn any type of comment from Capcom. We don't expect this to change for a variety of reasons, and if a comment is forthcoming, it will likely be nothing more than no comment. That said, we will be sure to monitor the situation of any more developments and update the story accordingly. In the meantime, and as always, feel free to leave a comment or two letting us know what you think, what would you like to see next from Capcom in regards to the Resident Evil series, other another remake or a new installment. Um, to be honest with you, I'd like to see what Resident Evil 9 is going to be like when it does come out. Uh, they're saying there is going to be no Resident Evil game coming out in the new year coming up here, 2024. Whatever this game is going to be, it could be I'm thinking, it would be really cool to see a Dino Crisis remake, because that definitely does need a remake. Um, it's. I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna look at the article here again. That section where it says, uh, okay, Resident Evil, whatever the next mainline installment in the series ends up being called. Unfortunately, fans of the Trial Horror Capcom series won't be seeing what's next year, or at least they won't be playing what's next in 2024. So we already know there ain't no Resident Evil game coming out in 2024 here. This doesn't mean this has meant something won't be revealed by for Resident Evil in 24. It just means nothing will be released, or at least nothing of supreme consequences. Okay. So I think whatever this game's gonna be, whatever they're talking about, it has to be a totally different type of game. But I mean, they're saying it's gonna be an exciting time for Resident Evil fans. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna try to figure out where I read that at. It was in this article somewhere. According to Dusk Global, a well-known source for when it comes to Capcom, the Japanese games makers has a big game that will be announced before the end of the year and released in 2024. But it's not a new Resident Evil game. Adding to this, insider claims there also won't be any remakes next year. So if it isn't going to be a Resident Evil game and it's not going to be a remake, does that mean it's not going to be a remake of Dino Crisis? Dino Crisis is technically not Resident Evil, so what would be this new game? I guess we're all going to have to find out. I've been a diehard Resident Evil fan since the first one came out. I think I've showed you that. I think I've shared that story. I was in junior high when a classmate of mine had, like, I think it was a Game Informer magazine. It says, you gotta try this game out. Here it is in the magazine. Read the article, went down to my local video store when we had video stores, and rented it on a Friday night because I was in high school or junior high, and you have the weekends off from school, and just played that thing the whole entire weekend, lights out, everything. It was a blast. So it's really going to be exciting to see what this game they're talking about that's coming in 2024. It's also going to be really exciting to see what the next Resident Evil game is going to be. I would think, I would love to see Jill Valentine return for Resident Evil 9. But other than that, guys, that is it. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Article is on comicbookmovies.com, or comicbook.com, I should say. And if you want to look at it yourself, go ahead and feel free. Take care, and this is Oracle signing off.